I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing, I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it.
Let 2025 be your greatest comeback, man. Let this be the year where this is your greatest comeback, man. All that stuff that you did in the past, right now we gonna purge it. Right now it don't matter. Right now just burn it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. In order for this to be your best year, you got to move forward. You got to forgive yourself. You haven't been putting in the work. That's okay. You got to forgive yourself. This got to be the year where you forgive yourself and lead a new life. This got to be the year where you get rid of your old self and get rid of your old ways, because if you don't, it's going to stop you from growing. Man, let 2025 be your year. Let 2025 be your moment. Man, it's been everybody else's moment. But you know why? Because everybody else been putting in the work. So why not you? Success is out here, dog. But you got to go out here and get it. Success is out here, family. But we have to go out here and get it. Let 2025 be your greatest comeback. What does that mean? It means you coming back from all the failure. It means you coming back from all the losses. It means you coming back from all the regret. It means you coming back from all the inconsistency. It means you coming back from the lack of patience. It means you coming back from the fact that you haven't been in the gym. It means you coming back for your health. It means you coming back for your success. It means you coming back for everything that you may have lost. It means you coming back. You coming back, bro. You coming back because you never left. You deep down inside of yourself, dog. You deep down inside of your heart. Your true self is ain't here waiting to be unleashed. You a beast. You a king. You God's child. You made in his image. Stop playing with your life, man. You got to get that motion back. It never left. But you've been just like, it's like you've been frozen in time. You haven't been working. You haven't been grinding. You haven't been doing the things that you need to do. But once you keep doing it, you're going to warm up. It don't matter how cold it is out here, man. And it's cold. It's cold. Can y'all see that? It's bad out here, man. But it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter how cold it is. We warming up. Once we do the things that we need to do, we warm. We warm. And what happens when we warm? The ice melts. And all that inconsistency, all that stuff, it falls off. Now you starting to be consistent. Now you start showing up for yourself. You start putting fire to the flame. You start putting flame to the discipline, to the motivation, to the life that you want. And the beast is released. The king is unfroze. You got to unfreeze yourself. Right now, you just frozen. You making your greatest comeback. You was always destined for greatness. You was always destined to win, but you got to make your greatest comeback. You was always destined to be number one, but you got to make your greatest comeback. And it's not enough people making their greatest comeback. 2025 still only about 20% of people gonna make this year the year. Even though we saying everything that we saying, it's still a lot of people is not gonna make this year their year. But you have to do it. You have to be one of them ones. You have to be purpose driven. That's what separates us from everybody else, is the fact that we purpose driven no matter what. You got to understand what that means. That means that we giving this life our absolute all. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. It's like, we know what we got to do. We know we got to show up. We know we got to put the work in. We know we got to go to the gym. We know we got to do the things that we need to do. This is going to be your greatest comeback. This is going to be the year where everything happens for you. Everything aligns for you. You know why? Because you said so. You got to understand the power of your words. You got to understand the power of making a commitment and the power of keeping it. Keeping your word, making a commitment and sticking to it. Don't just say this going to be your year. Don't just say you're going to get fit this year and not do anything. Do something. Do the things that you have to do. Live the life that you have to live. Complete the tasks that you have to complete. You have to stay committed. Man, you got to be married. What do y'all think when they say we married to the game? What you think Future meant when he said he married to the game? I'm married to the game. What do you think basketball players mean when they say I'm married to the game? It's a commitment. You have to be married to the game, and there's rules and regulations. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story time, and I hope y'all know this story time because it's one of the greatest stories of all time. Kobe Bryant, in the summertime, told himself, no matter what, no matter injury, no matter how I feel, no matter what's going on in my life, I will train. I will wake up. I will put the work in. I will have the mentality to go out here and bust everybody's behind. I will win. I will succeed. I will train. I will be in the gym. I'm going to throw up these shots no matter what. That was Kobe's mentality every single day in the summertime. And guess what? Guess what? He did it because he signed a contract with himself. Even when he got hurt, he put ice pads on his knees because he said, I signed a contract with myself and I can't break that contract. Do y'all understand how important that is, man? Y'all breaking contracts. You breaking the contracts that you make to yourself.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made when I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing. I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, and throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. No, this is non-negotiable.
Yeah, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
You breaking the contracts that you make it to yourself. And that's the most important contract. You got to reframe how you think. You got to understand what's really going on. The greatest contract is the contract that you make with yourself. It's the contract you set out for yourself. If you say you locked in, you need to be locked in. Stop playing with your life because you're not going to get a second chance. This is it. This is it. If you don't make this year your year, bro, I don't know what's going to happen to you. Because it's about the present moment. It's not that there's anything special about 2025 versus 2024 or 2026. It's about the fact that this is the time for you, that this is your moment, that you're alive right now. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, and we damn sure know that we can't change the past. So 2025 is the present moment. That's what we're focused on. That's why it's a special year. That's what makes it a special year. That's why it has to be your year. That's what's going to make it your greatest comeback. You have to be grateful for the present moment. You got to be grateful for your life, man. You got to be grateful for the opportunity that you have to win. And if you're not grateful for it, man, then you vibrating low. You're not going to put the energy in. You're not going to do the things that you need to do. You got to get your energy up. You got to get your energy up. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a great year because you said so, because you made it so. So let it be. That's the gift that God has given us, and we're not using it. We can say something, we can do something, and we can bring it into existence. Now, the difference with the creator is that all he got to do is say it, and then boom, right? Let there be light, boom. It's like, okay, wow. Let there be light, boom, right? But when we say let there be light, all we have to do, we have to say let there be light. We have to wake up, get up, turn the light on, and let it be so. So as human beings, we have that extra step in the middle where we have to put the work in. It doesn't mean that we're still not going to reach the dream. The dream is attainable. The dream is there. The dream exists. The only thing that doesn't exist is the actions that you decided to not put in. I'm going to break this down for y'all one more time. God, right? The creator. He said, let there be light, right? And then there was light. He has that ability where he can just say what he wants and then there it goes. Because he's infinite, because he has created all things. So all things are already within him. But we're made in his image, right? However, we're human. We spiritual beings having a human experience, but we still human. So on this earth that we're on, we have to say something, hey, I'm going to be successful. Then we have to do the actionable steps, and then the dream can be ours. But the dream already exists, and your words already exist. Hey, I want to be successful. Well, success already exists. Just look around. There's a lot of people that's successful. It's not like you're trying to do something that's never happened before. People have become successful before. People reach their goals all the time. It's about, are you willing to do what you need to do in order to reach it? It's about what's in the middle. 2025 has to be the middle. Let this be the middle. The number 5 too, right in the middle, between 0 and 10. Ain't that funny? 2025 has to be your middle ground where it's like, okay, I'm putting in the work. Hey, 2024, I said what I want. I'm writing down everything I want to happen for this year. 2025, I'm putting in the work to make it happen. And I'm going to keep putting in the work until a better life arrives. That's what you got to say. That's what you got to understand. That's how you got to move. It's going to be a good year, but you have to know your purpose in life, and you can't be scared. You can't be fearful. There's a lot of people that's fearful. They let fear run their life, fear of what other people think. But sometimes you got to walk alone. You can't allow all that weird energy to touch you. You can't allow people to say, oh, if they believe in you or not. You got to believe in yourself. You got to know what you're doing it for. You got to lock in. You got to make your greatest comeback. It's 2025, bro. What are we going to do? Are we going to sit around and just, right? What we going to do? Just sit around? Nah, we got to get up and work. We got to get up and do the things that we need to do. Had a great workout this morning. The pump is still alive, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Let me show y'all a little bit of what we working with, man. We putting this work in, dog. Like at the end of the day, we got to be purpose driven. It's tatted on me, and they got tatted. I tatted it on me, bro. Before I even made the channel, I was always purpose driven. You feel what I'm saying? I was always purpose driven, bro. I always had a mission. I always knew that I had to go out here and get it. I came from nothing, man. I came from nothing. Humble environments. And it's Christmas time now. That's why you see all the Christmas stuff behind me. And let me tell you something, bro. I got my family coming to visit me, man. My mom, my little brother, they coming to visit me, bro. You know how good that feels to say my family is coming to visit me? You know how good it feels to be able to pay your own rent and have your own place? You feel what I'm saying? Elevation. That's what life is all about. I'm only 23, bro. Elevation, bro. It doesn't matter about the age. It's about the mindset. It's about the wisdom. It's about that connection to God. I'm not wasting my life, bro. I'm not wasting time, bro. I'm not wasting time. I'm setting out these goals and I'm going to make it happen. And trust me, a lot of people didn't believe in me, bro. A lot of people did not believe in me, bro. And it's okay. A lot of people still have not congratulated me. People I love, people in my life have not congratulated me on my success. It's okay. I play dumb. We move forward. I forgive them. I have no hate in my heart. It's cool. It's cool. I don't got to hear that. I know my mission. You got to be like that, bro. You got to be tough like that, bro. You got to have tough skin. You gotta have tough skin when you want to win. 2025 is gonna be your greatest comeback. When people trying to call you and you not answering the phone, they gotta understand that you on the grind. They gotta understand that you was there for them forever. You was always there for them. Now it's time for you to be there for yourself. If you don't show up for yourself, you're not gonna win. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. If you don't show up for yourself, bro, you're not gonna win. You might as well just call this year out. You got to show up for yourself. What does showing up for yourself looks like? Showing up on the days that you don't feel like it, showing up no matter what, showing up for yourself before you got to show up for everybody else. You got to show up for you first. We can't help other people before we help ourselves. We got to help ourselves first before we help other people. You got to put your oxygen mask on first before you help other people put their oxygen mask on. You got to understand what self-love is before you have the capacity to love other people. You got to build a relationship with God before you dare open your mouth about judging other people's life. You got to lock in, bro. This is time for you right now. It's all on you. The focus is on you. Look in the mirror. Let it reflect back on what your life is looking like. You see what I'm saying? Sign up for my book. It's coming out. Get the merch, Purpose Driven. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. I'm fired up. If you ain't fired up, then this ain't gonna be your year. You gotta be fired up, man. You gotta be fired up to just exist. You gotta be fired up to just live life. You gotta be fired up to just be out here living and moving and grooving. You gotta be fired up to just eat eggs for breakfast. You gotta be fired up to go to that gym. You gotta be fired up to just eat a steak for dinner. You gotta be fired up to have your electrolytes in a Tropicana bottle. Electrolyte. This ain't no Tropicana. Water, electrolytes, and creatine. You gotta be fired up, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be fired up about everything in your life. You gotta be excited about everything. You gotta celebrate all the little wins, bro, because it's gonna add up to the bigger mission. All right? Peace.